Okay, looks like we have guests. How is it might be? Aha! Hello? Hi, come on in. We've just finished the apartment. Let me show you around. Okay. You know, this is not a common apartment for us. It is relatively small. The square footage is just 950 square feet. Usually we don't do the footage less than 1,000, but there are exceptions. This is the home of quite a large family. A father, a mother, and 2 kids. And we did our best to fit here everything we need, because we have a really large family. So, in this relatively small apartment, we could fit a really huge table. 6.5 feet, or even a bit more. This is the Polyform table. It is a very cool marble table.
Is it real marble?
Yes, this is real marble. And this is very important. When you place a marble table, you always have to either do some impregnation or apply some adhesive film. Otherwise, if you spill wine here, that's it. The chairs are Polyform too, as well as the whole dining area. And the sofa is also Polyform. We have a quite big sofa here. Have a seat here. The sofa is very nice. The sofa has 2 depths. This is the deepest part. I believe it is 3.5 feet. And this part is not so long. This part is really cool for sitting and watching TV.
Really awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And when you're sitting here, please sit here. You are getting super comfortable. You can stretch your legs and watch at a huge TV set. But here's one issue. When the TV is set right opposite the window,
A reflection.
you see there is a reflection and you can't see anything. And this is why we have a special thing.
Curtains.
Yes, it's curtains. Actually, when we pull a lot of switches, it's complicated to...
To know which is which?
Yeah, we don't know. And that is why we do signs for each switcher, so everything was really clear. If we need to switch off the light above the table, here is the light above the table. Hup. It would be weird to install cheap switches in a good interior. So we're using the Schneider Electric line Merton to life. Now, jump back to the sofa and we may watch TV in peace. Nothing reflects anywhere. All is good.
So nice.
Now, let's open the curtains.
Okay.
Now, if you look from here, well, the kitchen seems to be rather small, right?
Well, yes.
But in fact, it is not small at all. It is really huge. There is 16 feet of workspace here. Here we have both a backsplash and a countertop, are made of the same slab, and this is porcelanosa. It is large in size, but here it is on the other side as well. It looks good. It's beautiful by itself, and we also did a feature like this here, and put it down a little, and the result is just super amazing. You see this paint here? It first closely to the countertop. It is washable. I mean, it is really cool to wash. There will not be any mess after. You leave a stain, you wash it, and that's it. This is the Derufa paint. I'll give the link to it as well in case you need it. This is a really huge kitchen. It is hidden in the back, and just imagine you can pile some dirty dishes here or put a lot of food, but from here, no one will see anything.
That's cool. I also noticed you have some frame or bars on the windows. I don't know. What is this?
It's a so-called rack screen. Well, what do we need curtains for? If we get rid of them, it will be so cozy. This screen makes a cozy space. When the light goes through the window, we have a very beautiful shade from the screen on the sofa. It's moving. This is the screen of our production. It is a bokeh stripe. I will leave all the links just in case. It is sliding very easily. Push it. Don't be afraid.
I'm just afraid.
Wait. Don't sweat it. Let's do it again. It has a buffer. When it reaches the end, it just stops nice and quietly. That's it. But if you look down, there is no railing at all, and it doesn't wobble.
So cool.
We are lucky. We have a space between this and the floor, so we could place decent heaters. They don't overlay, but we had to move this wall a bit. What do we have here? To the right. This is not a track lighting. This is a ventilation. An invisible slit ventilation. We deliberately did everything the same size with the track, so you can't notice a ventilation grill at all. All this tracking light system is from our Russian company, Centersfed. They do a really cool high-quality light. Here, the lighting, and here, the track lightings too. We have enclosed fixtures here. Also, there is a rotating lamp so that you could, for example, illuminate these plants here. If we leave just tracking light on, you'll see there is not so much light. But if we take these fixtures, well, let us switch them on. There are circles here. Here we are. That's it. This is our extra light. People don't use this feature very often. But if you need to thread a needle, there is a special extra light for this purpose, so you could illuminate everything like really brightly. As we have not so much space here, we planned everything with millimeter accuracy. You know, we had to fit a sofa here and the wardrobe, and all these heaters and this sliding screen so that it didn't bump the heater. And we could close the curtain, avoiding touching the screen as well. And we had not so much space for all that. That is why small apartments are much more complicated to work with than big ones. In a big one, you may just put whatever you like, but a small apartment is very challenging.
What table is this?
This is Bow Concept. It is made of porcelain stoneware. This is much better than marble, by the way. Porcelain stoneware will handle everything. You can't scratch it, you can't split it, you can't damage it at all. Come on!
Yep.
Look there, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 doors. You'll go crazy when you see it. Let's go here.
It's a bedroom.
Yeah, this is a bedroom, and the main feature is our bed Bocalomo. It's me who designed this bed. If you need a link, please find it below the video. We are trying to bust all the stereotypes about amateurish Russian producers. And we offer really good Italian technologies. You know, we worked very hard so that we can have such soft places near the head. It is really nice and soft now. Usually, they just take a piece of cloth, crumple it, and just put it like this. But here, it is really nice and soft. We have several plug sockets, as you can see. There are main sockets down there, so you don't see any cables. We just plug everything down below. And if you need, I don't know, to charge your laptop, there is one more plug up there. Here, we have little issues from the developer, actually. When you walk in here for the first time and start opening the window, like this, you first think like, wait, where's the window?
Oh.
And just after that, it appears. This is just the construction of the building. We actually didn't change the layout here. It is the developer's layout here. And we were asked to keep the layout intact and coordinate everything. I mean, we couldn't move wet areas, you know, move the kitchen and so on. That's why we had to leave all as it was. And look, what we have here. Here we have a manicure area. I call it a paint shop. You switch on the mirror, and you get a wonderful light, and everything is just cool.
Yep.
Let's go farther.
Yes.
This is a hallway. It's quite challenging to find a hallway. Either there's not one, or it's very expensive. That's why we created our own line of hallways. This is like a stool where you could sit on, and this is a nice rack where you can also hang up something. And this is a frame mirror, the bokeh selfie. Guess why we called it the selfie?
Well, it's obvious.
And here is the cabinet for some electronics, clever home features, and so on. You often have no idea where to put them, and we keep everything in one place, nice and signed. All the cards are here. Everything is absolutely comprehensible. Look at these good fonts and pictures. Everything is beautiful. And the main thing is, also, we did this cool thing on purpose. Took out this part and glued some tiles here. Now you can lean on the wall and all your wall will stay clean. Certainly, this is also the porcelanosa tile. And sure, this is porcelanosa tile too. I've never seen a porcelain tile that looks so much like wood. The color is thoroughly matched with the main floor, so no one could recognize porcelain stoneware. Here we have a joint between tiles, and many people ask what to do with it. This is a cork compensator. Wood has to move. It can expand and shrink, and it can press too hard against the porcelain. But this cork keeps your porcelain from impact. Let's check the bathroom. The bathroom is to the right.
Okay.
You will get how to switch the light? Yep, the bathroom is to the right, and it is quite large here. And this sink was tailored according to our sketches. It is made of concrete. This is a really cool sink, and well, obviously, you could see all our things like a thin countertop. Now, open the door. This one. When you open this, you could see the 45-degree angle. We have no ugly joint of surfaces. They come together at 45-degree angles. Naturally, you could fit lots of things. And this part down below is also functional. But this is not all the storage space for sure.
It just seemed that way.
As you understand, all this is a cabinet. This is a big white heater, thermo here. It's electrical. We never install water heating. This is like very dangerous. In all our pics, we erase all these pimples so that all were beautiful. But people often ask how to use this heater. Yeah, and there are pimples everywhere. But even if there is not, you can always hang a towel up like this. And if someone doesn't like pimples, they could do it too, just up here. Okay, come on. Also, there is a nursery. Where do you think it is? Here. This, by the way, is a door with concealed mounting, but you can open it not only outwards but inwards as well. You just have to move the hinges. It is quite possible, but then you will have a 90-degree angle only. This is a nursery. Can you climb up? Here in the nursery, we installed such a climbing thing. These are authentic. Yeah, authentic pegs.
Will they hold?
They will, absolutely. I tested this myself.
Then I'm going. Yep.
These are real climbing gear, like really authentic.
Very cool.
You can screw all these elements to different places on the board because we have little nuts inside. And you can move them to another place. You can make 2 tracks, for example. This is a very cool thing, and naturally we need some mattress down below. Actually, there should be 2 of them, but I have no idea where the second one is. We couldn't find it today.
Dangerous.
You know, there is nothing decorated yet. The client just would like to choose personally. Towels and all these pots and so on. That's why we just put some stuff as fast as we could, so that you could shoot it. This is why the area is uninhabitable so far. Oh yeah, all those beds. There are nothing there. Okay, when the client moves in, they will settle in here. It's a cool bed here. It's exclusive. It is integrated into that part as much as possible. And if a kid goes down, there is a catcher here. The kid will never bump against the door. And the door will never bump against the catcher as well. It is fixed down here. Each step of the stairs can be open. You can see, this is an extra storage space. Here you can also open everything and keep your things here. This is a huge wardrobe here. Well, when the kids grow older, they could put a proper desk here and do their homework. Well, we have some more rooms left. You thought that was it, right?
Right.
What do we have here?
Drawing room. Ah, it's another bathroom here.
Yes, this is the second bathroom, a guest one. There is a small sink, a toilet, but over there is a cabinet. And here we have already a decent washer and dryer, 2-in-1. That is it, guys. Put your likes if you liked it. Write me your comments, what I didn't tell you about, because actually for me, these are just ordinary things already. I don't know what's interesting for you, so please give me your comments, what I didn't tell, and what you want me to tell you next time. And bye-bye.